In the year 1997, the landscape of Manhattan has undergone a dramatic transformation into an impenetrable fortress, a response to an alarming surge in criminal activities. The island stands fortified against the outside world, enshrouded in an aura of vigilant police surveillance. Amidst this backdrop, Air Force One embarks on a critical journey towards a pivotal peace summit, guided by the leadership of President John Harker. Yet this journey takes an ominous turn as the aircraft becomes ensnared in the clutches of a meticulously orchestrated hijacking. The president finds himself handcuffed alongside a briefcase, relegated to an escape pod. This pod descends into the heart of Manhattan, coinciding with the crash of the aircraft. Unfortunately, he was captured by Romero, the trusted lieutenant of the notorious Duke of New York, a commanding figure in the realm of criminal power. A mission to retrieve the abducted president ensues. Romero sends out a warning to those seeking to rescue the president. The ominous message carries a dire ultimatum. Any further rescue endeavors will inevitably lead to the president's demise. Meanwhile, former Special Forces operative Snake Plissken is about to be sent into Manhattan for the robbery of the Federal Reserve. However, Police Commissioner Bob Hawke offers Snake a tantalizing proposition. If he can successfully extricate the president in time for the critical summit, Hawke pledges a presidential pardon as Snake's reward. To ensure his compliance, Snake is injected with microscopic explosives by Dr. Cronenberg, poised to sever his carotid arteries within 22 hours. If he prevails, Hawke promises to nullify the imminent detonation. Employing a concealed glider, Snake orchestrates a silent descent atop the imposing World Trade Center. Guided by the signal emitted from the president's tracking device, he charts a course to a vaudeville theater. However, his arrival unveils an unexpected twist. The tracker dangles from the wrist of a deranged vagabond, rendering Snake's quest for the president fruitless. Snake contacts Hawke via radio, convinced of the president's tragic fate. But this hopelessness is coupled with a stark ultimatum: return without the president, and Snake faces certain death. Determined not to yield, Snake investigates the escape pod, only to be ambushed by a horde of famished crazies. The ensuing struggle claims his radio, leaving him isolated and vulnerable. In the nick of time, a beacon of hope arrives in the form of Cabby, a jovial and resourceful man who navigates a fortified taxi. Extending a lifeline to Snake, Cabby whisks him to his next destination, Harold Brain Hellman's place. Brain, a former comrade of Snake's and a skilled engineer. Brain divulges the Duke's grand design, a mass exodus across the 69th Street Bridge, employing the president as an unwitting human shield. Snake compels Brain and his companion Maggie into collaboration, demanding they unveil the Duke's hideout. Within the heart of Grand Central Terminal, Snake's tenacity bears fruit as he finally locates the president. Yet the rescue is brutally curtailed when a crossbow bolt hits Snake's leg, incapacitating him. Overwhelmed by the Duke's henchmen, Snake faces a dire predicament that threatens to snuff out his mission. As Snake's fate hangs in the balance, an unwelcome duel is thrust upon him, a brutal confrontation against Slag, Duke's champion. Meanwhile, Brain and Maggie execute a calculated move: the rescue of the captive president. During the operation, they were able to eliminate Romero and make their daring escape. Amidst this chaos, Snake emerges victorious over Slag, ending the barbaric spectacle on his terms. This triumph leads him to the trio's rendezvous point, an airborne glider that holds the promise of escape. Yet, before the skies can be claimed, the glider is destroyed by fellow inmates who send it crashing from the rooftop. Forced back to ground level, Snake and his companions cross paths with Cabby and escape the Duke's pursuit. Through a candid exchange, Cabby reveals a surprising truth: his exchange with Romero for the briefcase's contents. A cassette tape concealing knowledge of nuclear fusion, designed as a universal peace offering. In a desperate bid to reclaim the president, the Duke tailspins into the fray with his customized Cadillac, leaving explosive chaos in his wake. Guided by Brain, Snake navigates the treacherous path, yet a fatal collision with a mine claims Cabby's life. As they press on, another tragic mine encounter claims Brain's life as well. The unfolding chaos forces a heart-wrenching sacrifice. Maggie's decision to take revenge impede the Duke's pursuit at the cost of her own life. At last, Snake and the president reach the containment wall, where their impending salvation awaits. Amidst the climactic showdown, the Duke's lethal onslaught is met with a fierce retaliation. In a pivotal moment, the president takes up arms to vanquish the Duke on top of the wall. As Snake is lifted to safety, the explosive's imminent threat is diffused by Hawk's doctor with a mere heartbeat to spare. In the aftermath, the president stands poised to address a summit of leaders, his life preserved through Snake's intervention. Yet, his gratitude appears half-hearted as he expresses thanks, seemingly unaware of the losses of Cabby, Brain, and Maggie. Disgusted by this apparent detachment, Snake walks away from the scene. Amidst his departure, Hawk unexpectedly extends an offer, an invitation to serve as his deputy. However, Snake's footsteps continue resolutely forward, rejecting the proposition. As the president takes center stage, he sets the cassette tape into motion. Unfortunately, to his astonishment, the tape does not unveil the expected message. Snake rips the magnetic tape from the cassette of the real tape, the truth of the tape's contents known only to him. Thank you for watching. To stay connected and show your support, consider subscribing and giving us a thumbs up.